officially summer yet? It feels like it is. It feels like right?
it. I mean, we have flowers on the patio. I see people in short sleeves shirts.
It's really hot out there today.
Yes, it's pretty hot. 87, I think.
At Bistro 1907 in Pesto's Test Kitchen.
Yes.
We aren't necessarily cooking today. We're combining flavors, Chef Mark. So nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Lauren.
Happy June.
It is Happy June. You know, it's a great month. Kids are graduating from both college and high school and starting with new parts of their lives. It's like a rebirth.
And it's really a time for celebration, especially for the parents and the grandparents and the aunts and the uncles that have taken such care of making sure that their future is bright.
You have a baby and then 18 years old, you have this young adult that you're getting ready to push into either, college or into a skilled trade or whatever they choose to do.
Just right into the real world.
Yes, exactly.
So that is why we are celebrating in sort of a way where we're combining some of the flavors, especially for some of the summer wines, the lighter flavors. Not too heavy, right?
And you can still drink red wine in the summer, because I still do. But, I always like to start off with a crisp glass of white wine.
And I don't think I've ever asked you this. In all the years I've known you, what is your favorite white wine?
Champagne, without question. Outside of that, it'd be a white Burgundy from France, but champagne.
Oh, that's why you wanted Mike here, because Mike normally takes a saber and
but we'll just do it the old-fashioned way, so we don't hurt anybody. And just twist this open.
Don't worry.
And all champagne, again, has to come from Champagne. So this is an Italian sparkling wine. It's a Blanc de Blanc, made similarly to Champagne. So, and then we can drink this in several different glasses, okay? I like to go old school with these beautiful coupes. We get everything, of course, from John Miles at Steel Light International.
It really is lovely.
They are. They're just classic, they're old school, and I love them to death, and they come in lots of different styles. But if you like the coupe, so you can see the bubbles climbing up the top. Not the coupe, but the flutes. You can do the flutes as well. So and I love the flutes as well.
That gives you that that
tall
New
elegance.
Year's Eve type thing. But this reminds me of
this is a better control at like a wedding.
Okay. This reminds me of like the 1940s.
It does. Of a grander time.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And champagne is a great first thing with the bubbles. The acidity in it, it makes your palate just burst to life, and it's ready for what's next. Whether you're having cheese with it, which a brie would go very, very well with this right now. Fresh fruit, obviously. Women love strawberries and champagne. We sell a lot of it here in the restaurant, a lot for room service.
Yes.
So any kind of fruit and champagne goes really, really well. And then, of course, you have oysters, which is a great thing to have with champagne. Oysters, caviar, foie gras, those are all those real deal old school things that you deal on another dining level.
As you're describing that, I think I could eat all of those.
But I'm just going to taste a sip of this.
Okay.
You love those little bubbles in there.
They're so pretty and so dainty. It's not like you're looking at Diet Coke. You know what I mean?
And this is from our dear friends Robert and Jim, the Duquesa Leah brand.
So, wow.
Yeah, it's a Blanc de Blanc. It's light, it's dry, it's crisp. Yes. Leaves the palate relatively crisply. A little bit of acidity, a little bit of minerality in it, and you want that little minerality. And sometimes you'll get a little bit of a mushroom nose of, either that or you'll get a yeasty earthiness.
Like a bigger flavor.
Yes,
right.
But it goes perfect with the strawberry. So enjoy it with the strawberry. It's really, really, really good with oysters.
I wish we had some of those. I know Sabina does too. She loves those. Okay, so.
But again, you're having friends over. Go to your local wine shop. Your favorite retailer for wine, ask them if you want to get a French champagne, because French champagnes can go anywhere from $15 to $1,000 a bottle. So pick whatever your budget is, be happy within your budget, and enjoy it with friends.
I love it. All right, next one. So I do, and I want to go with. I love rosé. And it's a great spring, early summer wine. And you can drink it all year round as well. So we're going to kind of move away from these glasses. Scoop these babies down. And which glass am I going for?
You're going for the universal glass. We'll go with this universal glass.
This is considered a universal glass?
Universal glass, flat bottle. It's conical in the way it's formed, and you can use that for whites, reds, or even sparkling wines.
No wonder why you have so many of them here.
We have so many. Well, John Miles has so many. So anyways, I love starting the day. And you can get rosés from Italy, France, Spain, They're from all over the world, right here in the United States. So they're kind of universal, but they all pick up distinctive flavors depending on what they're made from. This is made from Pinot Noir, so it's actually Pinot Noir.
I did not know that.
Yes.
People go crazy for the rosé. It's like rosé all day
They
is the
go
new
crazy
like
for the
thing that they
rosé.
say, and they have
I
T-shirts.
mean, you're going to get some
and
flowers
stuff.
in this. You may get some rose petal in this. When you smell it, I mean, you smell the flowers, you smell the rose right on the nose.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
It smells like perfume.
It smells
I mean,
but not in like
too
grandma's
overly
closet
bright.
perfume.
No,
you know what I mean?
It smells good. Like a light freshness.
Yes. And this is really going to go well with the cheese such as Havarti, which is a softer,
Thank you.
young cheese, not real strong in its flavor, mild, creamy, pleasant.
So rosé and Havarti.
Mm-hmm. Havarti's just a pleasant cheese.
You're a pleasant guy talking about cheese. How cheesy is that?
That's awesome. Really great combination.
That's very good.
The slight acidity and the floral characteristics in this wine go really well with
Mark,
the cheese.
I could eat all the cheese on that whole plate.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, my favorite ones, they come from Provence in France. Those are where my favorite. And Spain, Italy, France, they make really good rosé. So pick one from one of those. Again, go to your favorite retailer. You know, Michael Alberini, if you're at his wine shop, go to his place. Michael's fond of rosés, and he can bring you down the path, as he would say.
Ooh, that's good. That's like you don't even need dessert.
You don't. It's perfect.
That's lovely.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't be afraid. This isn't like white Zinfandel. It's not sugary sweet whatsoever. So don't be afraid just because it's pink to drink it.
Right. And if you're a guy, you can drink it too because it's delightful. It really
if somebody
is.
messes with you, thump them.
No truer words have ever been spoken on this show. And we only had 3 sips. All right, so we're working down the line here.
Yes, are we continuing on?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
We'll just
Actually, we were going to start with the Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Pinot Grigio, that one with the blue label right there.
Can I read?
Sure.
There we go. All right.
So Pinot Grigio, you know, it's very hugely popular in the United States, Italy. A lot of it's produced in Italy. A lot of it's produced in the United States. If I could have your glass, love.
Oh, sure. So many different things to talk through today.
Yes.
We'll take a short break right after this one. How does that sound?
And I poured you a little bit too much because I wasn't paying attention.
There's no such thing, Mark.
There is no such
It's been a long year.
There is no rules.
It's been a long year.
Now, you know, this is a great, simple, like, again, if you wanted to have a first wine after you've been outside in the hot or you're entertaining by the pool, a Pinot Grigio is a beautiful, light, crisp wine from Italy that, you know, it doesn't have a lot of alcohol, maybe around 12-13%. So you can have a couple glasses of this and not have to worry about, you know, being inhibited.
Does this one have more alcohol content in it, the rosé?
Slightly more.
Okay.
More.
All right.
Slightly more. But you can tell this is a very light, lean, crisp wine. Citrus notes. You're going to get some melon in there.
Wow. It's very bright.
Very bright.
It's very bright. Let's take a lovely break.
Okay.
And we'll be back with our final 2. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay, we'll be right back.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Only A-to-Z.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoney Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Duca. Let yourself go to Duca.
All right, we took a short break, and
Yes.
we're back. We were talking about our Pinot Grigio before we said we'll
And
take a time out.
Such a great summer wine, first glass of the night wine. It's dry, it's light, it's crisp. You know, you might get some honeysuckle notes, you might get some melon notes, some citrus notes in it. It's just light, friendly, easy, approachable, especially if you don't know much about wine. And then it goes great with a lot of different cheeses, but it goes really, really well with a cheese like cheddar.
I would never have.
Yeah, it goes really, really well with cheddar.
No, never.
You know, the richness and all that fat in that cheddar, it goes really well. And what it really goes well with, too, is feta, which you would never believe, but it goes great with feta. And what I want to say to the guests out there that are tasting wine and drinking, you also have some vegan options for cheese. You know, I know Ailey sells a lot of these cheeses out on Western Reserve Road, but these vegan cheeses have come a long way. Some of them you can make at home, but this is a vegan feta, and I want you to taste it.
It looks exactly the same.
It does. Well, not quite that crumbly texture, but it's close. And we use this to cook with quite a bit here at the restaurant, and I think it goes really, really well with this Pinot Grigio.
Ooh, I think I might like it better. It's creamier.
It's really, really good. We use this in our one rice noodle dish with the baby spinach and the Fresno chilies, and it really, really is a home run.
Wow.
Yes.
That's not dairy?
That's not dairy. Dairy-free.
You could have fooled me on that.
Isn't it? It really is what the vegan community has done, especially from the food aspect. They have done so many great things to bring, you know, vegans to where, you know, they just don't have to go out to eat and order, what vegetables do you have in the restaurant, or give me a plain baked potato. You know, we have vegan butter, we have vegan sour cream now. We have vegan just about everything. I mean, we do that great carrot cake that's vegan, gluten-free, and dairy-free.
I just didn't expect it to taste so good straight out of the package.
No, I didn't say it was going to be cheap, but, you know, they do get their money for it. But just like anything, as time goes by, the price will come down. So I'm going to actually give up some of this and put it in here because I don't need much more of that. And then we are going to go now to like a Sauvignon Blanc, but this is an Italian Sauvignon. It's called Sauvignon. It's from a region in Italy called Friuli. You know, Roberto Bartolomucci, he took me there. It's a beautiful country. Again, a great starter wine. I think you're going to really, really enjoy it.
Well, you know me and Sauvignon Blanc.
And it's just really, it's got a little bit more fruit and not as sharp as the Sauvignon Blanc that can be grassy and grapefruity depending on where the Sauvignon Blancs are from.
All right.
So, but this is really, really, you can just smell that nose. It smells, when you've been to a place in the world, you can smell the countryside.
It smells like fresh air.
Yes.
It really does.
And this, believe it or not, goes really, really well with goat cheese.
No, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't think I ever knew that either.
So that creaminess of the goat cheese, and you're going to bring up all that acid to cut right through it.
Oh, Mark.
Perfect.
Last but not least, we've got only a few seconds left. Let's get through.
Let's go to what would be one of the bigger wines you're going to drink all summer, whites. You know, this is a Chardonnay, and everybody loves Chardonnay.
Yeah, everybody seems to really like Chardonnay.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, they do.
Chardonnay, well, great marketing, number one. Chardonnay is what introduced California to the world as far as wine goes, from Chateau Montelena back in the day.
Wow.
They won a very prestigious wine competition featuring their Chardonnay. And so they broke down all the barriers between Europe and America.
Exploded.
Exactly, exploded. Right. So this wine, you know, this is going to be the bigger of all the wines. It's going to have a higher alcohol content. You can get into 14s, even 15% with these, depending on who. Like if you get an Orange Swift wine Chardonnay, he's going to be 15 and a half.
Wow.
So you want to be a little bit more careful after your third glass. You want to kind of put the brakes on.
And which cheese?
But these are medium to full-bodied. I would do the Parmesan with this, and that's at the top.
So right here.
This needs a big cheese. It needs like the granddaddy of cheeses.
Not the granddaddy of cheeses.
To go with it.
It's craziness in Bistro today. Pesto Test Kitchen has never had more people watching and excited about you opening today. So cheers.
Cheers. And we're working on Oaxaca.
Oh yes. And boy, are we working on Oaxaca morning, noon, and night, it feels like.
We really are.
So, I promise. Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. And thank everybody. Please enjoy your summer wines.
Yeah.
Learn about it. A lot of my friends, all the restaurateurs seem to do wine tastings. You know, everybody up Avalon, Station Square does quite a few wine tastings. So check out all of your favorite restaurants and ask them if they're doing wine tastings. because they usually do wine tastings, and sometimes they actually have the winemaker with them.
Which is even better.
Yes, my dear friend Brian at Barrel 33 does a great job on his wine tastings as well.
Be careful with that one, that'll get you.
Look at you.
That'll get you.
So cheers.
Cheers.
To the summer full of wine.